Well, hello, guys. Welcome back to Red Lentil Healing. So, Amy Cooper, for those of you who don't readily recognize the name, because it's been quite a long time since we've heard her name in the publics, I will remind you of who she is. Amy Cooper's the young white lady. Well, she's actually not old. She's a grown-ass adult. About a year, give or take, year and a half ago, over the summer, was walking her dog in Central Park, didn't have a leash. A black man approached her, asked her to put her dog on a leash, and she's the one who called 911, screaming that this black man was attacking her, when all he did was ask her to put her dog on a leash. Since then, she has the huge outrage. She was supposed to face justice. In the time between that incident happening and her before she went to court, she was to undergo quite a few things. First and foremost, psychiatric evaluation. Second, she was supposed to do community service. Third, she was supposed to take racial sensitivity classes. And then she was supposed to be in that psychiatric evaluation. She was supposed to go through counseling and be evaluated by a counselor before she went to court. Okay, so let's talk about what happened. They didn't even bring a case against her because the prosecutors, mind you, asked the judge to dismiss the case. And the judge did it. What was their rationale behind it? They said that, remember the first thing, a psychiatric evaluation. Whoever evaluated her said that she just had some issues she needed to work through. She was not malicious or crazy. Second thing that she did was she completed her community service. Third thing that she also did was went to her racial sensitivity classes. After going through community service, racial sensitivity classes, and being psychiatrically evaluated the first time, she also did her five, un, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, un, deux, trois, I don't remember, eins, zwei, drei, okay. Y'all get where I'm going. Her 5 court-appointed therapy sessions, the therapist did say that, she's learned a lot and she's regretful. She's not a bad person, even though there is a history of her doing similar acts to this, which is why was thrown out of her previous apartment, had lost several jobs. She tends to overreact, but yet she's not crazy. She's learned her lesson. That's what the prosecution said, and the judge listened because it was the prosecution who said it, and the judge threw out the case. Did she really learn her lesson? I'm not here to judge. I am going to judge. I want to judge. I'm a human being. I'm a black woman, especially, who has a brown father, partners, aunts or uncles, brother-in-law, what have you, who could have very easily been in that situation and been targeted the way that she targeted the man. But that's neither here nor there. I want to ask Spirit, did she learn her lesson? Let me pull a couple different decks. Got a couple different oracles out. Using a chakra deck. I didn't even mean to. That was just the first deck I picked up. So let's look at her energy. I'll just pull 2 cards to see what it can tell us. Did she learn her lesson? I'll pull from this, and I'll pull from that. So we've got from the crown to the root, okay? Mother Earth energy, extreme root chakra. This maybe it did humble her. Maybe it brought her down to size. Maybe she now understands that we are all creatures from the same planet. Mother Earth energy. Maybe this also, with the crown chakra, I am presence, made her realize that her connection is also to spirit. Maybe she had a come to Jesus moment, as we call it. Opposite ends of the spectrum. Notice there was no heart chakra, there was no third eye, there was no throat chakra, there was no solar plexus, which is about asserting yourself. This is 2 ends of the chakra system. crown chakra, so she may have had a come to Jesus moment. I am presence. I am connected to source. Extreme root chakra, going down to Mama Earth. We are all children from the same matter. Okay. Let's look at her shadow using the Aboriginal Spirit Oracle. What is the shadow telling us? What is uncovered beneath the surface that maybe, or maybe not, the therapist was able to assess and deal with, which is what was in the report, which is what made the prosecution say that she's learned her lesson. Creativity. Notice how the creativity is actually in the appropriate place. If you're looking at the energetic body, it is actually at the sacral chakra level. It's at the reproductive creativity. That's her shadow self. It was funny when I was reading the story, I was thinking, I was like, we need to be careful with this young lady. Because a lot of times when we send people to prison, all we're doing is teaching them how to be better crooks. So when they come out, they're just a better crook. They've learned the system. My fear and my word of caution to anybody who's evaluated her is you've put her through racial sensitivity training. All you did was teach her more triggers and more things that are sensitive to not just African Americans, but other racial groups. Did you give her unwittingly and unwillingly a new outlet, a new source of information, mind you? So if she is to do this again, she's going to just be a little bit more creative about how she gets away with it. So it's going to be a little bit harder to detect. That's the shadow. That's the thing hiding underneath the surface. And then what's the power message from the Divine Energy Oracle? What's the final message that Spirit has for her? What is the final message that Spirit has for her? And there's two cards that are stuck together, so hold on a second. And that final message, strengthen your gifts. Girl, you may actually have the gift for gab. Or you may be a mediocre actress. Because had that man not recorded you, the way you hooped and hollered and screamed, you could have won an Academy Award because people thought you were really in danger. Use those gifts in other ways. Strengthen your gifts. You may have uncovered quite a few things in therapy that can help you. Use those as your gifts and strengthen them. Don't slide back into the pit of hell. Be better, do better. So, did she learn her lesson? I don't know, to be quite frank. I really don't. Maybe she learned it for right now with the coming to Jesus moment, that crown chakra, I am presence, that Mother Earth energy from extreme root chakra, grounding, humbling, coming down to earth, realizing that we are all children of the same thing, of God. Your word of warning, the word of all of this warning is, did we just give you more tools to be more creative? So when the next time you do this, you know more things that could hurt different groups. And so you'll go to that tactic. And then the last thing is everything you learned in therapy, you learned what gifts you have so you can be a resource. Strengthen those and stop being petty. Stop being childish, because what you did was not only childish, it was freaking dangerous. So strengthen your actual gifts. Use your gifts for good, not for bull crap. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please, please, please take care of yourselves. And until the next time, ciao.